I'm listening. I hear you. I hear you. There may be a skill there. Have you joined a trade yet, though? You haven't listened to that blue collar broad? We're having so much fun here. Okay, keep listening, and then I'll keep listening to you. I have space for you. I really do know that a company needs you, but let's be honest. Let's be honest, please. Let's be honest with ourselves. Why bother learning a skill set if you don't even know what you enjoy doing yet? So, like I said, just join a trade. Listen to that blue collar broad. Just join a trade and you will figure out what you enjoy doing. And then those skills will be shown as strengths for you. And so let's just get right into it. Because I hear you. You're probably a Libra or a Pisces. No, you are very organized. You already know Excel, you already know Word and Google Docs maybe. That's great. That's really all you need. Don't worry about not knowing all the glass and glazing terms. All right, we're going to get through that part together. Okay, so are you someone who is really organized and enjoys working in an office or remote or both? That is also needed in the glass and glazing industry. I'm not just talking to people who belong in the field, okay? So there are many different ways to keep organized, and you already know them. It'll typically start with just Excel and Word. Now, if a company does require a certain software to use, they're most likely going to anticipate to train you on it. And especially today, I promise today they're really going to want to train someone on it, especially if you're willing to just show up to the job every day. They'll teach you the logistics of the trade. And keep watching that blue collar broad. I'll teach you all about the glazing trade. So you'll be an A in your position in no time. In the meantime, your skills are so needed as an assistant in a glass shop already for the estimators, the fabricators, HR, the PMs. They all need assistants that require just tracking things that you already know how to do with programs that you already use all the time. So just walk into that glass shop. Don't even wait for the hiring sign, because you can be looking into positions that are probably under a name already overwhelming you. And that label really is, take the scariness away out of that label and you fit the description perfectly. You could be a project manager's assistant, you can be an estimator's assistant, a fabricator, analyst, you can be a safety coordinator, and engineer coordinator. There are submittal coordinators. I have a full list. So these are also called project trackers, project analysts. You can monitor their safety managers and coordinators and project engineers that all go together as trackers, that all they are just organized people to use a particular software. There are main softwares that the glass and glazing industry typically uses. Those two, okay, this is very valuable information I'm giving you for free. If you want, you could just start like free trials right now, is Procore and Main Street. Procore is more on the project manager submittal side, and it tells them about the conditions of the job and the status and schedule and how everything's being tracked there. You can actually take online certifications to say that you understand the Procore software. And then also there is Main Street. Like I said, this is on the billing side. This is what purchasing agents use. That's another position that I forgot to name. Purchasing agents. It's a great way to just like go through the POs and constantly look at the materials just to learn the vocabulary. And then you get to, if you want to take on the responsibility, look at the material that's coming into the shop that the PO is from. And then you get to inspect it before invoicing it to see if anything's wrong with it. you become a great tool to the company by already being the person that you are. And that's all that blue collar broad wants. And you need to just join a trade. There is a large labor hole that needs to be filled. And then also a lot of money that can be filled in your wallet. So let's please just put the two together and join a trade. Keep listening to that blue collar broad. Please like, subscribe. I won't steer you wrong. Thank you. There are tons of forms and templates that you can use or give your team to use that can help them stay organized. You can generate templates and just help your team stay organized. And I actually have really cool logbooks that I made on and sell on Amazon, so I'll put the link below. You can use these notebooks. They're really cool. They have funny glazing descriptions on them, and yeah, I'd appreciate your support. That would be so cool if they got passed around, because I find it to be a really useful tool. So let me clarify a point. You don't need to go to college. I mean, yes, there are college courses and project management programs that you have now, but really by having the skills that you already have, or maybe some basic college, you can walk into a glass shop right now and go out for one of these assistant jobs, tracking, help HR. Maybe you are more on a personal level and like to communicate with the team and are great with HR, or maybe you find yourself to be more with numbers, then you belong with the estimators. And or if you like coordinating and multitasking and are a very visual person and find yourself enjoying looking at the architectural plans, then maybe you should be a project coordinator, project manager assistant. And okay, so well, I guess that means I need to back up and just explain the organizational chart of a glass and glazing shop, right? So you can really visualize where you may belong by walking into this team, by saying to the person that's giving you the interview where you think your Excel sheets could help, right? So you have like the CEO and the CFO with the whole financial department. Then the CEO can also oversee the operations being the estimators and the project managers. Estimators that are trying to bid the jobs and award them for the company to get them for the subcontractors, get the glass scope awarded to the glazing subcontractors, and then the project managers, after the job is awarded, the project managers get this handed off, and their full job is to just bring it in under budget and on time. And this comes with a whole lot of logistics as far as like pre-construction submittals to orders and safety certifications. All these things need to be tracked. All these things need to be tracked, just like on a schedule or an Excel sheet that you already use. So going back to breaking down the departments, the estimators also really value their assistants because they can get them more on a PR side by the estimator can work on just the numbers and crunch them, or they can be more on the PR side and trying to get the company awarded the job from the GC, from the general contractor, and kind of being the face of the company. Or maybe you take that lead. And so you see if you're more of a communicator or more of a numbers person, and you work with the estimator during the pre-award time. Now, sometimes a glass and glazing shop will also have a full storefront with reception desk and people to welcome general contractors who are just going to walk in and look for the best deal. And if that's the case, then there also are receptionists and web designers and PR and people calling up trying to get leads. That's a whole nother valued department where you can be lead scraping and making Excel sheets on just lead scraping, doing that alone. Now let's roll into the shop. You still don't need to know how to do heavy lifting. You still don't need to go onto the job site. If you choose to just work in the shop, you can help the fabricating manager. You can help them with the schedule. You can help track and make sure that all the safety certifications are up to date and all the field personnel are up to date on their safety certifications, and the trucks that they're driving are all up to date. These all need to constantly be tracked. And if you look up what glaziers typically need is an NACC certificate. And this is becoming more and more requested to glazing, commercial glazing subcontractors. And this is all by quality, given by quality assurance. If they can assure that they run these programs and run these protocols, run these policies by tracking, starting with you, then they can hold their certificate, hold their value of the company. Okay. So just to clarify, if you're going through these Excel spreadsheets and you're helping the receptionist or you're helping the project manager and you're looking at these names and numbers all day, you're learning a skill for a trade that you can really take anywhere. So if the company's not doing well, wrap it up, go somewhere else. Because there are so many glaziers and glass shops around, they need you. You can also put yourself in a higher position where you start to propose how the shop should do things differently. You are investing in yourself. So you can take this, like I said, to another glass shop. And it's also being a tracker or being a coordinator or engineer is a great way to learn things without having the full responsibility. The lead estimator, the project manager, the CEO, the CFO, they're the ones going to be with the main responsibility. You don't have the pressure onto that, and don't ever feel that, and don't ever let them make you feel like you, don't ever let them make you feel that way. Let's also not forget, you are in I'm trying to teach the verbiage of the glass and glazing trade in a trade that is not going anywhere. So there's a labor shortage, you can't be capped, and you also are in a trade where the material is not going anywhere. It is always requested. Glass is becoming more and more popular. And then not only with the glass and glazing trade always evolving, softwares are always evolving, and competitors to Procore are always coming out, and how project managers could be doing things more efficiently and better, and then maybe even AI will take over and they'll use that. So those glass shops that use your newest technology that I know you're so savvy at figuring out, that's the only way they're going to be able to last a long time, those glass shops, by adapting by the ways you figure out. When you're looking into your strengths, don't forget, you have glass shops, small shops, auto shops, large shops, residential, commercial, glass manufacturers, laminators, glass fabricators, mirror etching. These all have basically the same tier about what I was talking before, maybe with some additions as far as like safety managers and purchasing agents. Again, these are all positions that could require an assistant that could help with your tracking and organizational skills. And let's not wait, like I said before, don't wait for the "we're hiring" sign. Reach out to them, because you don't know that they need you, and they don't know how much you are needed either. Just go walk into the glass shop and write out your resume with the organizational skills and tools that you already have, like Excel and Word, and they will figure out where to put you and how to use you. So please, just join a trade already, okay? Listen to that Blue Collar Broad. Thank you. See you later, alligators.